Let's talk a little bit about Tikkun Olam, because I have my dad here just for another day. I want you to explain the origins, that's what we were talking about, right, of Tikkun Olam.
Well, most people misunderstand Tikkun Olam and they make it into a religion in and of itself. The reality is...
What does it mean? What are the words
Tikkun Olam means repairing the world. And it's a Zoharistic concept, a very deep Kabbalistic concept that metaphorically, when God created the world, he created it like as a piece of pottery, like he was finishing a piece of pottery. It was God's work. And in the process of building the world and the Big Bang or whatever you want to call it,
right,
this pottery broke into millions and billions of shards. And so the Kabbalistic teaching is that as we live in this world, every time we do good, we do a mitzvah, we do good for each other, we visit the sick, we help somebody who's poor, we listen to the commandments, whatever the mitzvah is,
anything.
Whatever we do good, whenever we do good, we are taking a piece of that pottery and we're putting the shard together, we're gluing it back together. And our job in our lives is to spend our lives doing good along with living our lives, and in the process help rebuild the world and put it back into its original state.
That's really beautiful.
But it's a metaphorical concept. People take it literally and say, oh, Tikkun Olam, repairing the world, I've got to become an environmentalist. I've got to...
Which is good too, but it's not what Tikkun Olam
is about. That's not the essence of Tikkun Olam.
Right.
Doesn't mean walking down the street and picking up garbage, you're fulfilling the mitzvah of Tikkun Olam. Yeah, you're doing a good thing. You're doing a very nice thing. But is it better to spend your time visiting the sick and giving money to charity and helping out, and while you're at it, being a good citizen and not throwing things out the window and not dropping your cigarette ashes on the ground and throwing the butts out in the street? Absolutely.
Right.
But don't make Tikkun Olam into a religion itself. And the old joke is that the Jewish visitor for the first time to Israel was being shown around by their guide, and they turned to their guide and said, how do you say Tikkun Olam in Hebrew?
Tikkun Olam is Hebrew, guys, for anybody who doesn't know. Putting more light into the world and being a good person, we are repairing the world, not necessarily by saving others, but by each of us taking responsibility for ourselves.
Correct. By taking responsibility for your actions, doing good deeds, following the laws that we have, that's Tikkun Olam.
Yeah.
That is repairing the world. Why does it need repair? Because the world is in a difficult and dark state.